We're here at the Senedd, where we're going to be interviewing Kirsty Williams, the leader of the Welsh Liberal Democrats. I'm Sarah.
I'm Rebecca.
And I'm David. As a student who's going to be going off to university soon, I've been hearing quite a lot about the government's plans to increase the tuition fees. How sustainable would you consider this policy to be?
Well, as you know, student fees is an issue that's devolved. So here in Wales we have a different regime to students that are living in England. And what we'll be having here is a system where the Welsh Government will pay the difference between current fee levels and any increase in the fee levels. So it's a really good deal for Welsh students. Obviously it's a very expensive policy, and there have been some questions about how long the government can continue to pay for that. And at the same time, we've got a lot of pressure from Welsh universities that would like to see the Welsh Government spending the money on the universities themselves. But I'm backing the government policy to ensure that Welsh students are not affected by increases in tuition fees.
Hello, Mrs. Williams. I'm Rebecca. I've grown up in a society where homosexuality has not been accepted or respected by many, and it's often young people who have to face the consequences of this opinion, with many afraid to be open about their sexuality. How do you feel about the government's recent inquiry into changing the definition of marriage so that it applies to both heterosexual and homosexual unions?
Well, I'm really pleased that the government in Westminster is launching the consultation on gay marriage. I think it'll be a really important step to creating a more equal society, and to be able to begin to break down some of those barriers that you've just talked about. If we treat people differently, if the state, if the government, the country treats people differently in its own laws, you know, that just reinforces perhaps prejudice and the sense of difference that can lead to the homosexual and the homophobia bullying that you've just talked about. So I'm really pleased the government has taken this step. I have never understood why two people who love each other and who want to express that relationship through marriage shouldn't be able to do that regardless of whether it's a man and a woman, two men or two women.